Fitness Business Television, made possible this week by Club Solutions Magazine. Coming up on today's show, we're going to discuss how much you should be discounting for your additional family members. I've got a killer resource that can help you find thousands of fitness enthusiasts in your area with Twitter, and I'm going to teach you how to overcome the dreaded "I want to think about it" objection that so many prospects tend to have. I'm Curtis Mock, and this is the show that helps fitness entrepreneurs like you run a more profitable business and have a little fun along the way. First of all, I would love to find someone who's brave enough to let me critique their website on this show over the next couple of episodes. Now, if you want a free website critique and you are brave enough to let me use an example of what to do and most likely what not to do, please send me your web address by clicking the Ask Curtis tab above, and I'll make sure I'm gonna get you a good website going. Now, many of you are familiar with Twitter. Many of you are actually probably already on Twitter. In a few episodes, I'm going to be discussing a lot of the different ways you can use Twitter to benefit your fitness business. But just like everything else that I share with you on the show, I like to try it out myself first, just to make sure it's a good idea. So I set up a Twitter account this past week, and I've been working hard and will continue to work hard to increase my followers to see how it all works. Now, my goal is to get 2,000 club owners and studio owners following me over the next couple weeks. So if you don't have a Twitter account, I'd like you to go and set one up right now, because as I share the cool ways to connect with your prospects and clients over the coming weeks, I need you to be ready to take action by having your account already set up. Now, it's really, really easy. I figured that out. It's going to take you less than 1 minute, and the process is completely painless. And once you get your account set up, make sure you do go and add me as your first friend. Just go to www.fitbizontwitter.com and click the button to follow me, and then I in turn will follow you back as well, and I'll be your first follower. Now, if you didn't know, I'm a bit of a movie buff, and I just watched the movie The Goods. It stars Jeremy Piven from Entourage, and it was hilarious. It's not going to break any records, but for those of you who sold memberships during the 90s and even back to the 80s, before my time, you're going to love the likeness of Jeremy Piven's character. He's running promotions at car dealerships. You're going to be able to liken that to running promotions at gyms. It's a lot of fun. I had a good time watching it. And maybe you're a new club owner and you've never gotten to experience the Wild West of health club promotions a decade ago. But when you watch this movie, you're definitely going to get a feel for it. So I recommend that you go out and rent that one from Redbox or Blockbuster. I remember being on the road for a month at a time, selling memberships, doing promotions at health clubs. I didn't have a residence for almost 3 years, and I went gym to gym all around the United States, just like these guys do selling cars. I even had a frequent rewards card with Choice Hotels that I got a lot of use out of. So a lot of things that were great in this movie. So maybe this movie struck a chord with me for that reason. But again, anybody that's been in the industry for a decade or more is going to get a kick out of it and have a good time watching it. And speaking of movies, one of my favorite movies to come out in a long time is Slumdog Millionaire, which happens to be this week's book that I'm giving a lucky viewer. All you have to do is leave the best comment this week in the just below the show notes. Make it helpful, make it useful, make sure that somebody gets something out of it, and then this book I'm going to mail to you. Now, if you have submitted comments to be able to win a book, make sure you check out some of the previous archives and previous shows so you can see if yours was actually selected. I would like to take a moment and thank this week's sponsor, Club Solutions Magazine. Now, they've been a sponsor before, and they had such a good result from it that they wanted to do it again. Now, if you're not familiar with Club Solutions Magazine, you need to be. It has so much good information to help your business. I am, of course, biased because I write a column in the magazine, but long before that, I was reading the cover, or the magazine cover to cover. Other than the fact that it's full of solid information, and aside from having another chance to listen to what I have to say, which should be reason enough, the subscription is free. So that should be enough for you to get over there and subscribe to it. Just go to clubsolutionsmagazine.com. I'll also leave a link below the show notes so that you can head over there and get signed up. And now it's time for your questions again with Ask Curtis. So this week's question comes from Ty and Missy Beasley from Core Health and Fitness in Spring, Texas. They write, Curtis, should we be discounting prices for additional family members? And if so, how much? All right. So we know that family discounts have been around forever. But if you think about it, though, it really doesn't make a lot of sense to discount these memberships. For example, do you get a discount on your husband or wife when you go to the movies? Nope. How about when you go to Starbucks? Do they give you a discount on your second coffee if you tell them it's for your mom? That's a big negative, Ghost Rider. Now, you could also think that by offering a discount, you're decreasing the perceived value of your memberships. Why is one member entitled to a discount simply because they're married? Now, these are all reasonable considerations. So why is it that we've always offered a family discount in our fitness businesses? And the simplest explanation is just that. It's because it's the way it's always been done, and now it's universally expected. You probably have similar offerings to some of your competitors. Now, if a prospect is comparing the two of you and your competitor offers a family discount and you do not, chances are good they're going to join your competitor. That's just the way it is. Now, you guys know me well enough to know that I don't like doing things just because it's the way it's always been done, but in this case, I do feel that a discount for families is necessary. But you don't want to get carried away. I see this happen too often. I've seen health clubs charge $40 for the first person and then drop the price for the second person as low as $10 and then sometimes $5 for a third add-on and so on and so forth. And this is extreme. Now, you always want to test your prices to find out what your market is willing to pay, but from what I've found, a good rule of thumb would be to offer no more than a 40% discount for additional family members. So based on the example that I just gave you, you wouldn't want to discount more than about $15 on a $40 per month membership. So $40 for the first person, $25 for the second. I'd probably start at a $10 discount actually to see if they would bite at that price, because there's no reason to discount more than you have to. And then when you've got a third or fourth family member, teenage kid, I say a $5 discount off of that second discount is more than enough. Now, if you already offer low price memberships, say $10 or $20 a month for the primary member, I don't think you should offer a family discount. Your rates are already low enough, and family members are going to be just fine receiving your already extremely low price. Now, alternatively, if you offer a high-end club and high-end memberships, you should probably consider having a limit on the total price that they pay. So, for example, if you charge $89 a month and then you offer a discount to a spouse for $59, they're already paying a lot of money for their membership. So you should probably at least consider allowing their children to join for free. If you already offer deep discounts on your family membership, shame on you. But let's say you want to increase the price after watching this. Do not increase it for your current members. Let them keep that rate for as long as they're a member. Only increase the price on your new members. So again, in my opinion, a discount for family members, it's always a nice gesture, and you don't want to be the only place in town that is not family friendly. But don't discount too heavily. I promise you, your prospects are going to appreciate any discount that you offer them. Have you had a unique experience with discounting your memberships? If so, I know that Ty and Missy and everyone watching would appreciate hearing about it in the comment area below.